Hi everyone, this is the Search Nav and Support Group. We'll be doing the iteration release video for the iteration from the February 27th to March 12th. First off, I'm gonna share the mascot we had for this iteration. Nice little flying bulldog. And I'll be going first. We released a navigation iteration for the solutions tab. So that went out yesterday. I'm gonna stop sharing. We also did another release last week with some links that need to go for the navigation. I worked on adjusting some breakpoints also for the navigation. We had some troubles issues with the tablet sizing screens that was solved. I also did a fix in the dropdown, slippers dropdown for the font color. It was incorrect. We changed the markdown styles also in slippers to have a custom style, so the style file, so we can customize it further. I also helped with the DevSecOps platform branding on tier 3 pages that went out also. And yeah, that's it from me. Next is Laura.
Yeah, thank you. This iteration, I was out for most of last week, but I added in launch darkly test for our navigation to do an ABC test. And then the following week went and ripped that out. And then other than that, the big piece this iteration was working on our German translation of one of our pages, the education page. So we got a version of that page translated. The page has changed, so we're getting new translations now so that the strings will be up to date. But we have that in the works, and going over some of the Fastly config stuff with Nathan, getting access to Fastly so that I have a bit more background on when we actually want to start routing pages to the translated versions. That's it for me. I'll pass it over to John.
Thank you, Laura. For this iteration, I worked first on the changelog. The changelog was running every Friday, but we needed to run every 2 Fridays. So I changed the script to avoid running it in the middle of the iteration. Also, I added some attributes to the GitLab CI file in order to build an artifact when the changelog runs. So tomorrow we'll see if it works. Also, I did a categorization of the cookies that we are using on our page. So it was a big list of cookies that we didn't categorize. Right now, I was able to categorize some of them and add it to the documentation. And last but not least, I work on the standalone page for in the standalone German sales page. It is not with Fastly, but it's built in our buyer's experience repo. I will show it really quick. Here it is. You can see it. Yes. So this is the German page. We have the same URL as Fastly CDN. So we had to work on doing some exceptions in Fastly in order to show this page in buyer experience. Well, you can see here the form, it's in German. We got it from Marketo, and I did all the translation for this page. The good thing is that I reuse the same page, the same sales page, that is this one. And here we have like a validation to see which language we are using. If we are not using any language, we are going to put the default language, that is English, that is this default content file. And also we use the stem routes from Nux. That is really cool because we can redirect this page to reuse the same sales page as we are using every time. This allows us to avoid duplication to have a better scalability in our translations in buyer experience that are not in Fastly. And that's it for me. Next one is Miracle.
So this iteration, I created a new label in buyer experience for Launch Darkly, so we can start flagging those issues and those MRs with that new label. I also worked on the rebranding for the tier 2 pages from DevOps to DevSecOps. And I continued the work on our marketing cookie so we can start personalizing our navigation for when users are logged in. And that's it for me. I'll pass it to Lauren.
All right.
Do you want me to speak for the designers?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so the designers this week, Tina did a nav iteration MVC4 that I think Miguel released this week, which is awesome. So we updated it based on the data that we got in our analytics meeting. So shout out to Dennis for getting that to us. So there were pretty minor updates, just moving DevSecOps further up the list and then switching by capabilities from use cases. And then based on that MVC4 nav, Jess has created a personalized navigation that we could test out for SMB and enterprise customers. So making the links reordered in our navigation so they're more relevant to those specific users, and then also updating the specific case studies so it's more relevant content for those users. So we're really excited to learn. We're gonna have specific case studies for that. So excited to see that launched soon, and then like continue to dive deeper into how this personalization can impact our free trials. And yeah, back to you, Marker.
Yeah, super exciting. That makes so much sense. Put the enterprise case study in the nav for enterprise users. Cool. Yeah, and then I just want to welcome Trevor Story to the team. He'll be joining us. And we created an onboard issue template for product designers. So that's in there, and Trevor will be the first one working through it. So if you notice anything else needs to get added to it, we'll do that as part of the onboarding as well. So that wraps it up for this iteration for the team. Bye.